chat hadn't loaded yet, huh? Okay. Hey, Debbie. There we go. Wow, I beat you. I beat you here. What's up, everybody? How's it going? Hey, Dave. Hey, Sean. So, I've got something interesting to go over here. My chat is not loading, so let me go ahead and refresh the page. Are you on the East Coast? Yeah, that I heard that they called it a bomb nor'easter or something, bomb something, bomb cyclone. Power's gonna be out for a few days. Oh boy. Wow, that sucks. I'm so sorry, man. So those of you guys who keep up with the show, yesterday we were talking about AI, and we're going to be talking about AI probably on every show. This is going to be the anti-AI show. And I haven't spent too much time focusing on AI because it's never really threatened me personally. It's never called me up on the phone, and said, hey, it's AI and I hate you. I'm going to get you. I didn't realize that there was actually an enemy out there that was programmed to seek me out and silence me. And then I got on the internet and I realized I had a fucking enemy. It's the algorithms. It's silencing me. It's keeping me from talking. It's preventing my voice from getting heard. So I understand AI now better than I ever have, because I realized every time I'd say shit lips in the algorithm crew, what I was really referring to was AI. Getting my coffee. Give me 1 second here, guys. Putting in my crema here. Not the easiest thing to open that creamer, but it's open. So imagine my surprise when I woke up this morning and I pulled up CNN to see what was going on, and this article popped up after we discussed this on yesterday's show. I'm ahead of CNN. I'm reporting things before CNN does. Check this out.
It has become the first U.S. carrier in nearly 2 years to fly the Boeing 737 MAX. The planes were grounded after 2 deadly crashes, one off the coast of Indonesia, another in Ethiopia. Between the two, 346 people were killed. Those disasters dealt a huge blow to Boeing's safety record and, of course, its reputation as well. It cost the company's last CEO his job. Now that the plane has been recertified, Boeing is, of course, looking to rebuild trust with passengers. More than half Americans who've been surveyed say they're unlikely to fly in a 737 MAX today.
Those numbers are important. And, hey, man, you trust a company that puts a fucking computer override a pilot while he's flying a jet? Do you trust a company that says their computer can override what the fucking experienced pilot has to say? Dave C. Thank you, Dave C. Right? Thank you for talking to me, Dave C. Yes. Right, it's crazy. This is crazy, right? A company who decided that a computer system designed by some shit-lipped re-engineering moron should have the final say over whether 150 people live or die. And Boeing says, trust us! Oh, thank you, Gussie. I want to say hello to Lulu Johnson and hello to Apostle James. And if Orlando's around there, give him a hug for me, please, Gussie. Thank you. Hey, Truth Seeker. So I want you to look at these numbers here because they're actually really important. Okay? Look. Look at this. This is so important, guys. In this poll, and it just says Americans. It doesn't, it says Reuters, but I don't see the number of people polled. But out of people polled, how many of you are unlikely to fly in a 737 MAX? 57%. I'm unlikely to fly in that thing. Okay. How likely would you be to fly in a 730 MAX after 6 months? Oh, 37% of people questioned, polled. 37% would hop on a 737 MAX. Why? Has Boeing shown you the changes that they made in their computer software? Have they changed anything? Have they produced the exact problem and how they fixed it? Have they publicized that? I haven't seen it anywhere. So, Boeing hasn't reached out to me personally. I haven't seen a TV commercial saying how safe that plane is now. I haven't seen an article, not an advertisement, nothing. Not until this, 3 years later. 3 fucking years later, and now all of a sudden, oh, look, there's some people, they don't want to fly on a fucking 737 MAX that literally is programmed to lock out the pilot and kill 150 people on it, and it happened twice within fucking 6 months. The exact same thing happened twice. You would think after your first plane locked out your pilots and crashed and killed 150 people, you'd think you'd ground the whole fleet and figure out what the fuck's going on, you know? Now, Boeing, trust us! After we killed 150 people, we decided, hey man, fuck it. Let's see how it goes. Let's just let this one go. 6 months later, another 150 people dead. That's who we're supposed to trust, that corporation? Oh, corporations are people, my friend. People can be trusted, can't they? That's why we call them people, so people like you will trust them and get on their stupid fucking 737 MAX. Like a good lemming. Like a good lab rat. Hey, Steve Running. I don't know if you realize this, dude. Boeing's not an airline. You fucking idiot. Yeah, great advice. Fly another airline. Boeing's not a fucking airline, Steve. It's a manufacturer of planes used by many airlines. And the airlines don't always tell you what plane they're putting you on. But nice try, Steve. Nice try at reasoning there. I appreciate you, bro. Fly another fucking airline. I mean, Steve, have you ever heard anybody say, yeah, I'm going to take Boeing to fucking Atlanta? I'm flying Boeing to Atlanta? What the fuck are you even thinking, dude? How do you even know if the plane you're getting on is a Boeing plane? It says American on the side. You know, it says Delta. It says, Blue. Go Blue. You know, it says it on the ticket. Maybe it does. After you buy the fucking ticket, Gussie, right? Then you get to find out what the fuck plane you're going to be flying on after you buy the ticket. Right, yeah, Boeing's not an airline, bro. But listen, if your airline is forcing you to get on a 737 MAX and you know it's a Boeing 737 MAX, yeah, actually, Karen, that's the fucking smartest thing I've seen anybody say in here. Never fly again. Today. Yeah, fuck that shit. Maybe online before ticket. Good luck. Best of luck to you, Gussie. Let me know when you find out what plane you're going to be flying on before you purchase the ticket. Let me know. Let me know. Airlines love to disclose stuff. You know, disclose that, you know, one of our planes crashed and locked our pilot out and wasn't able to fucking save 150 lives. You know, that kind of information. They love to not tell us stuff. You know, I'm still waiting to find out what the fuck they did to fix the 737 MAX to keep it from fucking locking out the pilots and crashing and killing 150 people. I still don't know. And yet, 37% people surveyed said they'd likely fly in one. And look, that literally just goes to show you the mentality of people out in today's society. Oh, you're likely to fly on a plane that killed 150 people and locked the pilot out twice? You're likely? Really? You guys want to know what the last statistic is? It's even better. You ready for this one? Only 39% of those surveyed were aware of Lion Air and Ethiopian Airlines crashes. And they still answered like morons. You know, you would think before you give people the poll, you'd at least tell them what you're polling them about. These idiots didn't even realize, oh yeah, am I going to fly on a 747? Am I going to fly on a 757? Am I going to fly on a Dreamliner? Am I going to fly on a 727? Am I going to fly on a 737? They don't know the difference. They're doing a survey. They don't know. Oh, you didn't tell them that you were questioning them about the 2 planes that just crashed in the last couple of years? You didn't tell them that. You asked them that at the very end of the survey. I don't get it. You know, but this is how people do polling and this is how people do surveys when they want to try to control the narrative. It's fucked up, but at the same time, dude, when those 2 planes crashed, I was all over that shit. Yeah, I probably did whole entire shows on those crashes. I wouldn't be surprised. The point, though, is airplanes are going to crash and people are going to fly on them. But nobody's fucking paying attention to what's going on around them. You know, you have a choice. You don't have to fly on a fucking 737 MAX. But 37% of the people surveyed will. They'll totally hop on one of those fucking death coffins. It's a fucking mass coffin. It's a mass grave for 150 people. And you're going to walk right onto that motherfucker. They're not even forcing you onto it. You're paying money to go get on it. Why? Because you're a fucking idiot. You don't want to watch the news. You don't want to hear what's going on in the world around you. So 37% of people surveyed, oh yeah, I'm likely to hop on that fucking death bucket. I'm happy to get on that fucking death machine. You know, you might as well walk into a fucking gas chamber. And I reiterate, what the fuck did they do to fix the problem? You know, let's highlight that. How many people in my audience can tell me, without Googling it, that you heard it on the news that Boeing fixed their shit? And how did they do it? What did they do? Oh, but you're supposed to trust that corporation? None of you heard of that. Most of you didn't even know what the 737 MAX was until I reminded you guys yesterday. And then a lot of you said, I didn't even know about those crashes. My point is this, people. Nobody's paying attention anymore. You know, it's not about the fucking AI, really. It's not about the planes. It's about the fact that you're so fucking stupid that you won't even watch the news normally, like, every once in a while to turn it on, to tune in, to see what's going on, to save your own fucking ass. Do you know, every night when we were eating dinner, my father watched the news every night. You know, he didn't always like what they were saying. He didn't always appreciate it. But he knew how important it was for him to stay aware of what was going on in the world. It doesn't matter. Narrative, left, right, fucking whatever the fuck they're pushing down your throat. It doesn't matter. When this fucking article pops up and says, hey man, 300 people dead, 340 people dead, and you have the ability to not fly on this fucking rust bucket, this fucking flying coffin, you've got the choice you can make. Only if you choose to stay informed, man. And you guys don't want to stay informed. I understand it. I understand. But understand this. 37% of the people surveyed, they're not informed either. And 39% were only 39% were aware. That means what? 60? What is that? 59? No, 61%? Is that 61? Yeah. 61% didn't even hear of these fucking plane crashes. Planes are falling out of the sky because of artificial intelligence locking the pilots out. And, you know, I don't know how big this poll was. I'm assuming it was several thousand people. That's how you do a poll, 10,000, 50,000 people, something like that. 61% of them didn't even know that those planes crashed out of the sky. That's how ill-informed people are, man. That's how dumb people are today. They won't even turn on the news. They won't even listen to what's going on around them. Hey, man, I don't care where the fuck you get your news from, but get your news somewhere, people. Okay? Keep yourselves informed. I'm on Twitter. I'm on CNN. I'm on the internet. I'm on YouTube. I'm on, all forms, sources, and sorts of fucking social media. You guys come in and you tell me about shit all the time. I'm exposed to what's going on, the daily happenings. Billy, what's up? Every day. I'm exposed to it. I'm watching the news. I'm listening. Different sources, different people that bring me my news. All the time. I ask you guys, hey, you should follow these podcasters. They're really good. You don't want to watch those podcasters. You don't want to watch CNN. You don't want to pull up a website. You'd rather hear me do it for you. I'm not going to be here forever holding your hands, folks. And one of these days, you're going to find yourself sitting on a fucking flying coffin somewhere, and you're not going to know that motherfucker is programmed to fucking murder you. Yeah. That AI. Oh, last night we were talking about AI. Did you hear how fast I shut that guy down when he said, AI's fine. We just have to be able to be in control of it. I said, like those pilots were on those two planes. He's like, what are you talking about? I said, 340 people died, man. 2 planes crashed because the AI locked the pilots out and nosedived both planes, killing all passengers aboard. He was like, I never heard about that. What? I was like, really? Well, you sound like an informed guy. I'm amazed that you didn't hear about this because you're defending AI to me right now while I'm telling you it's already murdered hundreds of people that you don't even know about. Ding, ding, ding. We have a winner. Wow, somebody just got woke the fuck up listening to me, didn't they? Decide for yourselves if you want to fucking stay tuned in or not. You decide for yourselves if you like what I'm saying. You decide for yourselves if you can handle the fucking truth. You decide for yourselves if you want to know what's going on in the news. And you can decide for yourselves whether or not you want to have your own life in your own hands or not. Or put it in people like Boeing. Their name is literally the sound of a fucking boner. Boing! Do you get it? They don't give a fuck about you, man. Those are just giant penises flying around in the sky that they're so proud to put their little boing on the side of. Man, you motherfuckers are being played. And the only ones of you who aren't are the ones who choose to stay and listen to my fucking voice. Today, you're not getting played. Congrats to y'all. There's just a handful of you who can take this kind of harsh reality in the morning. I suggest coffee. I suggest coffee and cutting the fucking sugar out of your diets. You'll start thinking a lot more vividly. Things are going to make a lot more sense. You're going to remember shit. Old memories, things you forgot. Things are going to pop back up. Get that plaque off your brain cells, folks. put the THC in, get the sugar poison out. Today I was doing laundry. I was pulling some clothes, or last night, well, it was this morning. I was pulling some clothes out of the washing machine, and I was like, this used to hurt me. Doing laundry. I used to be in pain. I'd bend over to get the stuff out. I'd reach in there in my arm, my back. Oh, man, I reached right in that fucking washing machine. I pulled all my clothes out, and I was thinking, dude, this doesn't hurt me at all, man. I feel like I'm 18 again. I put all my laundry in the dryer and started it, and I was like, wow. It really does make a huge difference, and you won't notice it at first, but when you do, it's going to be like, ding, 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 ding. We have a winner. It's going to be like that. Judges say, we have a winner. No more pain in your body. This just in. Lead bullet from Alec Baldwin's set found was a straight up bullet. Yeah, no, I know. I was reading that in the news. I don't know if I can talk about that on my show. That he's so left wing, bro, that YouTube, Zuckerberg, Jack Dorsey, if you talk shit about Alec Baldwin, you're probably going to get algorithmed. I don't know. But look, there's a lot of things, guys, that I would love to talk to you guys about on here that we cannot discuss. When I go into these groups on Twitter, we could talk about anything, man. We could talk about anything in there, and I do. We can mention anything, and it's fantastic. But you guys got to try the spaces on Facebook, and I have a feeling that you're all blocked and you don't even know what they are, because every single one of you are blocked from spaces just about. I mean, I saw Nick, I saw Jacob Granger, and I saw Karen. The three of you, only the three of you, anytime I've been in spaces, those are the only 3 Twitter followers that I've ever seen come into a space with me. But listen, when you get that message on your Twitter feed and it says, Nay's Garden is speaking, click on it. Come in the fucking chat with me, man. I don't know why you won't do that. I don't understand why you won't join me and really hear what I have to say about things with other people that are making a lot more sense than me sometimes. And instead of listening to this muzzled, subverted narrative that I can barely even share with you. The heavy breathing is fucking freaky, so I steer clear. Heavy breathing? I don't know what you're talking about, heavy breathing. I use triage oil, otherwise I gotta lay on back on floor. Refill time, Steve running. Your back's that bad? Steve, do you eat sugar in your diet at all? I mean, you don't strike me as an overweight person, but are you consuming sugar at all? Where was my phone? It was over here. That was weird. I thought it... Oh, the phone must have rung through the goddamn speaker, the Bluetooth speaker. No reply at all. No reply at all. Dude, I checked my balance in my bank account today. You guys know I move all of my wealth into crypto, and then I try to leave in just enough so I can pay off my expenses and stuff. This is what I saw. This is what I saw this morning when I checked the balance in my fiat bank account. Dude, me, a millionaire. I literally have $100 in the bank. I only have $100 in the bank. It's exactly how I like it. Do you think I'm worried about it? As long as I got enough to pay my mortgage, pay my truck payment, and pay a couple of other expenses, I'm fine. Hey man, cut the sugar out. Yeah, well, cut the sugar out completely and see if that helps. You're back. Seriously. Bro, I'm telling you, I don't have back pain. I don't have shoulder pain. Do you guys remember I was always doing this thing with my shoulder like all the time? Every once in a while now, but nowhere near as frequently, man. I'm telling you, sugar is literally it takes the place of the lubrication in your body. It gets rid of the lubrication and puts fucking sandpaper in the place. I don't know how else to explain it to you guys. You're not gonna know it. That didn't inspire any conversation at all among you guys, I see. Okay. Let's close that. Close this. Alright, let me check this. It's just so weird when I tell you guys things or whatever, and none of you say anything back to me. Not a fucking peep. So I'm going to be spending more time in spaces on Twitter because people actually listen to me there. They listen and they talk back. So I've implored you guys to come on over to Twitter. And, you know, most of you don't, or you've been on there but you're bored of it or whatever. You broke your back in 1983. Oh, Karen, are you on day 4? Oh, good. Good, you'll feel better. We're back down in the 50s. Oops. In the 50s. Yeah, we're in the 50s. We're fine. We're fine. We're fine, man. Bitcoin can go all the way down to 52, and if it does, I'm just going to buy as much as I can. I'm not worried about this at all right now. I just don't give a fuck. You know, I made so much money off of this shit, and I just watch it and I listen, and I love it. Oh, you got the good. I'm glad, Karen. Yes, I've got a couple of boxes of those left, and I haven't made them because I haven't been craving sugar. I haven't been craving sweets. Really, the only sweet I get is really in my coffee. I mean, when I have cereal, I just have straight cereal now, man. I don't even put sugar in it or raisins or anything. It's actually pretty goddamn good. Because when you cut the sugar out of your body, you start detecting sweetness in things that you didn't realize was there before. It's true. Do you know that cereal's got some sugar in it? Yeah, it's got like 4 grams or 5 grams, something like that per serving or whatever. Maybe not even that much. It's like 4% of your daily recommended, maybe 1 gram of sugar. But man, when you eat the rice checks or the corn checks or the Cheerios or the corn flakes, and you or Special K, and you don't put sugar in it, you haven't had sugar for several months, and you're not relying on it, man, you're like, God damn, I don't need sweetener in this. It's already got a sweetness to it. You know? Your tastes will change. You know, it's like anything else you get used to, you know, over time. You got to give it a try because this is. Oh, calling for violence. Ooh, Charlie Kirk is speaking out against violence. I want to hear this. Is this on video? Charlie Kirk with his tiny little facial features. He got squoze out that womb, didn't he? Something happened, man. His fucking head came out like a balloon. When do we get to use the guns? I'm not saying it like that. I mean, literally, where's the line? How many elections are they going to steal before we kill these people? Oh my god, that's a fucking quote? Oh my god, dude. I was reading it out loud and I realized, oh my god, I can't believe I just said those words out loud. Audience member asks Charlie Kirk when they can use the guns. Oh my god. He's asking Charlie Kirk, like Charlie Kirk is, that's who you're going to ask to when you can commit murder? You're going to ask Charlie Kirk, little facial feature guy that supports Donald Trump? You people are fucking amazing. Coal miner getting coal tar on his bread. It was sweet, so he fed it to millions. Coal tar? No. Is that where saccharin comes from, bro? Dude, here it is. You guys, we've got to hear this. Why won't it go full screen? Oh, here it goes. Wrong full screen button. Some moron engineers changed the fucking full screen button look because he knows better than the rest of the world, you know? It's like you go into an elevator, it says up and down, and instead it says sky or ground, and you're like, what? Oh, well, some engineer thought it might be, you know, trendy as fuck. Whatever.
You ready? Yeah. You're brave. You're brave for what you say and the fact that you stand up there and say it, and I appreciate it. I think we all appreciate it, actually, because there's not a lot of people that have the balls to do it.
Dude, Charlie Kirk is not brave. Charlie Kirk is a bully. All right? Charlie Kirk is a right-wing nut fucking bully, and all he knows how to do is go to college campuses and attack kids that are not mentally equipped to combat his right-wing nut job, right-wing talking point bullshit memo points that he mines these like a gold miner. You know, and then all he does is he throws right-wing talking points in kids' faces that aren't prepared to combat him. He's not brave. He's a pussy. You know, that's called punching down, and that's all Charlie Kirk knows how to do. He attacks people with less of an education, less of experience than him, to try to bolster himself up, and people like me look at him and go, dude, you're just a fucking pussy. You're a bully and a pussy. That's all you are. Bullies are pussies. You know, hey, Charlie Kirk, why don't you go debate someone with some common sense? Like, I don't know, Jackson Hinkle. Charlie Kirk, where's the Jackson Hinkle Charlie Kirk debate? Oh, I'd love to see that. I'd love to see that. Charlie Kirk did debate Kyle Kalinske, I believe. I'm not sure. I wouldn't mind watching that debate with y'all.
But I want to ask
That would
you
be worth
something
watching.
a little bit out of the ordinary. So, prepare yourself.
Did he just say what I thought he said? Fuck what that guy says. He wants to use guns and violence over a false narrative that never fucking happened, a complete lie, that the election was, and it wasn't. So let me just tell all these little gun-toting pussies. Listen, man, your mother should have fucking swallowed you. It's all in your head. Look in the mirror. My eyes burn. My point is no, 'cause you'll never learn. You'll never learn. I bleed for you. You'll never learn. I bleed for you. You'll never learn. I bleed.
It starts with an F. Bullshit!
All right, Billy. Right on. Right on. That's funny that you Googled that shit. I'll smoke that, Billy. Cheers. It's beautiful outside. I wanted you guys to see me open the blind. Be-a-Beautiful. Name that movie. Be-a-Beautiful. Name that movie. Zeno XDK. Does that mean you're in the Denmark? Are you klar? Are you klar to smoke a cone? You live in Denmark, Zeno? I see the DK. Zeno, you say you and your brother love this video. Hey man, I love you and your brother. How about that? I'm glad you guys are here. How are you doing today, Brian? Zeno, maybe Zeno or is dude and bro. Zeno, are you dude and bro? Do you guys call each other dude and does he call you bro? Vito gets us hyped all the time. Dude, I've got these two characters that I play on the show called Dude and Bro. They're twins. It's like, dude, Nay's live, bruh. Bruh, Nay's live? Yeah, dude. Dude, he's gonna play the video, dude. Bro, he hasn't played the video in like hours, bruh. I know, dude. We gotta watch it, dude. You got your bong ready, dude? Is that you guys, Zeno? Am I imitating you guys good? Yo, bro, you got the bong ready, bro? What are you gonna do, dab, dude? You gonna do a dab, dude? You gonna do a bong rip, bro? I'm doing a bong, bro. I got some really good cannabis here, bro. Gonna smoke some cannabis. You know, I say cannabis because Nate does, bro. Yeah, dude, we say cannabis, dude. That's what we do, dude. We say cannabis. Dude, that's what we do, dude. I don't, dude and bro, man. The fucking twins, I love it. Gonna do a dab, dude? Gonna do a dab, dude? Yeah, dude, you gonna do a dab, dude? Never get out of the boat. Be-a-Beautiful. You got it! You got... Oh, Bruce Almighty. Josh says Bruce Almighty. Be-a-Beautiful. Dude, it's fucking... I'm pretty sure it's Bruce Almighty. I was thinking Liar Liar. But I think it's Bruce Almighty. I gotta give you credit. Josh, I think it's Bruce Almighty, and I think I was wrong. I think I was thinking it was Liar Liar. Where's Be-a-Beautiful come from? Isn't it Liar Liar? Like, doesn't he say that, like, every time he gets fucked? He's like, Be-a-Beautiful. Not Bruce Almighty? It's Ace Ventura. Okay, Billy is like... Billy's totally sure it's Ace Ventura. Okay, I believe you, bro, because I thought it was fucking Liar Liar. Not Liar Liar. No, Bruce Almighty. Didn't he say Be-a-Beautiful to fucking, Morgan Freeman? It's B-E-A-Beautiful. And it's an Ace Ventura line. Okay, it's B-E-A-Beautiful. Right, I don't know what... I thought it was B-A. Okay, B-E-A. Alright, my bad, guys. I fucked up my movie references, bro. I got my movie references all confused. I got them all confuddled and confused with each other. I'm like Confucius. I'm like Confucius, but I'm confused. Alright, let's listen to this moronic... You know, SVS, moronic, Trump supporter. Let's listen to him ask if it's okay if they can use firearms to kill people who know the truth. Like people like me. This guy wants to kill people like me, who laugh at people like him. You know, look. Little dick guy. Hey, you, guy, with the little dick. calm the fuck down. All right? You lost. And you're a loser. And didn't you play sports when you were a kid? I mean, we all played sports, didn't we? If we were physically able to, or we played a game with another kid or something where we learned that usually there's winners and there's losers. And when you lose, we're supposed to be taught to lose gracefully. So my question to loser boy over here is, what happened to your parents, man? What happened to your loser parents, man? They didn't teach you how to lose gracefully? You lost! 8 million people, man. 8 million, that's a lot of people. 8 million people, man. Right? Didn't he win by 8 million votes? Correct me if I'm wrong. Maybe it was 5 million or something. Sometimes I get 5 and 8 confused. Was it 5 million? Whatever. It was millions of Americans. Americans. You know, voting Americans. Voting Americans. A lot of those Americans were ex-military. Yeah, the ones that voted against Donald Trump. Ex-military. A lot of those people were military people, too. Believe it or not. Yeah, there's people that didn't like him. You know, and you are living in denial. Like when your wife tries to find your dick and tells you it's big, you know, she's lying to you and you're in denial about your tiny penis, bro. I'm stupid. It's liar, liar. I got it! Liar, liar. Okay, that was my first guess. It was liar, liar. My first guess. Thank you. You're not stupid, Billy. Bro, sometimes I love you. I love you. Because sometimes I think I'm totally right about something and I fucking find out that I'm wrong. And then I gotta kind of put my tail between my legs and go, I was wrong. It's great. Feel good, bro. Sometimes we get shit wrong. You know, there's a lot of can't think of the actor's name all of a sudden. He's got a lot of movies out there. That guy. There's a lot of Jim Carrey movies out there.
We're living under corporate and medical fascism. This is tyranny.
Are we living under corporate and medical fascism? Yeah, somewhat. Is it tyranny? Yeah, somewhat. Okay, so I'll agree with him on that. All right, so you've got me, bro. So you and I, little dick guy, loser dude. You and I are agreeing right now. Now, I'm going to show you where you fucking fail. Okay, and I'm going to show you how you do this shit the right way.
When do we get to use the guns?
I don't understand what that means. I don't understand what that means. I just told you I totally agree with you. It's tyranny. We should have Medicare for all. You know, what the way corporations control our government is corporate tyranny. I agree with you. You want to shoot me, bro? I'm your brother in arms, bro. Yeah, I got guns too, man. I want to stand with you and kill these motherfuckers. I don't want to fight you. Why do you want to come after me? Oh, it's the system. It plays people like him against people like me. And let me tell you who feeds it. You want to know who's sitting there shoveling the coal in? You know who's shoveling the coal into the goddamn hate furnace? AI. Algorithmed intelligentsia. Hey, you! Hey, I know other dudes like you that have guns that hate as much as you. Hey, dude, I know a whole bunch of people that agree with all of your politics and totally disagree with that. And I'm going to throw you towards all of those people. And now you guys can just battle it out while we sit here in our corporate tyranny and extract your money while you guys are talking about shooting each other. Hey, man, we got to come together. All right? I'm not here to tell you to hate this guy. I'm calling out his ignorance, and I'm saying he's got a small dick because he thinks that guns are a solution to anything, and they're not. They're not a solution. So what he needs to do is he needs to see the show. He needs to hear me speak about this, and he needs to understand that it's okay that you've got a little dick. You know, they probably make smaller condoms for people like you, bro. look into it. I don't know. They do. They got those things for your finger, right? Get one of those, bro. You'll be fine. You know, I'm sure. We will be able to accommodate you in all of your tininess. But, you know, most importantly, though, is even though you've got a small penis and you think that guns are a solution, you've got people like me on the other side of what you think is the political spectrum from you that completely agree with you, you fucking... I'm sorry. You highly indoctrinated and poorly educated person who feels that guns are a solution to the fact that you lost an election. You're a loser. You lost. That's all. Hey, man, corporate tyranny is real. You know, not having Medicare for all is real. And we should have those things. You and I agree on that. No, you know, I'm talking about Medicare for all, and he's talking about mandates of things, you know, like, right? That one didn't hurt my finger. I got it right now. He's talking about mandates and things like that. But that's where him and I can kind of start talking at least and have a discussion instead of talking about what kind of guns we got and when can we use them. That is just obnoxious and stupid. You know, nobody wants to kill anybody. And if I'm making sense, let me know in the chat. Let me know that you think I'm making sense. And you can go ahead and share this around on Twitter. I would greatly appreciate that. Let people know that we're live. Some people have shit for brains that are way out of touch with education and reality. But there might be light at the end of that tunnel, Zeno. That's what I'm saying. Is we can't just give up and stop talking to each other. Let's listen to what this guy has to say.
No, and I'm not, that's not a joke. I'm not saying it like that. I mean, literally, where's the line? How many elections are they going to steal before we kill these people?
So, no, no, hold on.
Oh my God. Okay, algorithm, YouTube algorithm, I did not say those words, okay? That was a recording and I'm sorry. I do not agree with what was just said on this show. Holy shit, man. Dude, that's fucking shocking. I mean, I'm not mad at him personally. He's been brainwashed, man. He's been brainwashed into thinking that he's supposed to want to cause harm to people over something that they didn't do. Who exactly are you gonna go? Who are you gonna go do that to? Pew pew. Who are you gonna go do that to? Who's responsible for the election exactly? Is it the 8 million people that voted your guy down? Is it them? I don't think you have enough bullets for that, bro. You know? This is just so obnoxious. It's just such a... I can't wait to hear what Charlie Kirk says because you know what? I think for once in my life, maybe this might be the second time ever, I'm going to agree with something that Charlie Kirk said. Now, listen. I haven't seen this video yet. All I saw was the title. It said that Charlie Kirk takes this sentiment down. So, I'm just going to go ahead and say, hey man, listen to what Charlie Kirk says here. I know he's an asshole, and him and I disagree on everything, but I'm going to prove to you right now, and I haven't heard what he said, that even Charlie Kirk and I can agree on something. All right, so let's listen to what he says, and I'll tell you how I feel.
No, stop. Hold on. Now, I'm going to denounce that. I'm going to tell you why.
Okay!
You're playing into...
I'm going to denounce that, and I'm going to tell you why. And you can stop the video right there, but I'm not going to. I'm just going to say that was fucking said beautifully. I'm going to use that. I'm going to denounce that. I'm going to tell you why. Okay, everything you just said, no. Everything you just said, I completely disagree with, and it's wrong. I'm denouncing it. I'm saying that what you said has no value. That's what I'm saying about what you just said. Those powerful words, man. And Charlie Kirk did a real good job in seconds. And he didn't fucking hesitate. He heard the reaction of the crowd. He tried to calm them fucking down. He's got his hand up. He's like, look, you guys are taking this way too far. The only reason Charlie Kirk is standing on this podium is to try to convince you guys of non-violent solutions to these issues. Now, granted, if he agrees in the whole Steele thing, I can't believe that Charlie Kirk actually believes that Biden isn't the president of the United States. I mean, legitimately, I can't believe that. But maybe he's going to explain something here, and we're going to find out. If you guys are enjoying this, share it around. Let Trendies know that we're live. Please definitely share this with all the people, the new friends that we're making on Twitter. Okay? Please. Retweet it at those people. Thanks, guys.
All their plans, and they're trying to make you do this. That's okay.
And I believe that this video goes up on my Twitter feed now. Let me know. You should be seeing this play on Twitter now. That's all I told you guys I got my channel back. All I had to do was reconnect it to Restream, and we should be streaming live to Twitter. I don't know if I've seen anybody actually come in from Twitter to say anything in the chat from Twitter, but see if you can. Let me know. Thanks.
Just hear me out. You started with a compliment, so at least give me a little bit. They are trying to provoke you and everyone here. They are trying to make...
This is what I just told you! Charlie Kirk and I just said the exact same thing before I even heard what Charlie Kirk said. Now, I'm not giving him credit. But I'm saying I told you we would agree on shit. I said the exact same thing. Charlie Kirk right now is just doing this. And I'll give him credit for that.
Trying to provoke you and everyone here. They are trying to make you do something that will be violent, that will justify a takeover of your freedoms and liberties, the likes of which we have never seen. We are close to have, we are close to have momentum to be able to get this country back on a trajectory using the peaceful means that we have at us. So to answer your question, and I just think it's,
Funny, right? That's exactly what I said. I said Charlie's there to convince you of peaceful solutions. Isn't this crazy? He's saying word for word verbatim what I have said before I've heard what he had to say.
Overly blunt. We have to be the ones that do not play into the violent aims and ambitions of the other side. They fear, let me say this very clearly, they fear...
He got some applause there, and I'm glad. I'm glad there's people agreeing with him. We have to talk, guys. People that disagree with you, we have to talk. We have to have the conversations. We have to listen to those people we disagree with. And we can't have people silenced, and we can't have voices silenced.
Fear us holding the line with self-control and discipline, taking over school board meetings. They're the ones that are willing to use federal force against us. And I know that people get fired up. We are living under fascism. We are living under this tyranny. But if you think for a second that they're not wanting you to all of a sudden get that next level...
It's crazy that he refers to fascism as, basically I would refer to it at the same fucking people, but at totally different levels. For him, being forced to wear this or get out is somehow fascism. For me, having a government not give us Medicare for all is fascism. Having a government go to war with our money is fascism. Having a government redistribute the wealth to all the most richest people in the United States while sucking it away from the poorest. That's fascism, man. What we've done to Native Americans, what we've done to African Americans, what we've done recently to Asians here in this country. There's a lot of examples, man.
Where they're going to say, okay, we need...
There's a lot of examples, and it's systemic. It's everywhere.
Patriot Act 2.0, if you think that, Waco is bad, wait till you see what they want to do next. What I'm saying is that we have a very fragile balance right now at our current time where we must exhaust every single peaceful mean possible. I will say this, Idaho has not even started to exercise the peaceful means of state sovereignty against the federal government. Not even close. I'll give you 5 things Idaho could do right now. The governor of Idaho could sign an executive order that says there are no vaccine mandates for private, for public, for anyone. It's not going to happen. He could do that right now. Number 2.
Hey, and I'm okay with that. I want you guys to know where I stand. I'm okay with that. So him and I agree on one thing on as far as these 5 things go. Let's hear what else he's going to say.
The governor of Idaho could come out and he could say, okay, BLM, Bureau of Land Management, EPA, you're out. We're governing our own lands. We're in control of our own territories. You're out of the state of Idaho.
I don't know who that
Number
is.
3, Idaho could pick and choose through the state legislature which one of the federal laws they think actually apply to the Idaho Constitution. These things will push back against the tyranny you're talking about. A mistake would all of a sudden be getting into physical violent confrontation. You think that this regime has all of a sudden sprung into action? Wait until they get what they want. They want that. Why would we give that to them? Follow-up point?
I just want to know, where's the line?
The line is when we exhaust every single one of our state ability to push back against what's happening. We haven't even started. We have not even started the process of having Idaho or states like Idaho get back to self-government as our founders envisioned. They gave us state sovereignty. You outnumber the liberals like 8-1 here in this state. Why don't we start to use that muscle peacefully through local government, through city council? We haven't even started doing that, my friend. I know you think like, oh, we have, man, not what I've seen from the state capitol here in Idaho. I've seen pandering. I've seen, trying to go to the middle and all this. And so what is the line? Look, man, I think we're at the teetering edge of a regime that knows that good and decent Americans are going to get to the place in the movie network. I'm mad as hell and I'm not going to take it anymore, right? Well, guess what? Know that there's a deeper game at play. Understand the psychological warfare that's being played here. They're trying to animate you. They're trying to get you to do something that then justifies what they actually want to do. So what's the solution? We need to start to demand Idaho to be Idaho, and the federal government can stay out of the state of Idaho for just about everything. So thank you for being here tonight. Thank you.
Look. People that are crying for states' rights, I used to totally disagree with that. I'd be like, the federal government is the only thing that keeps women's right to choose. There's federal laws that some backwards-ass states like Alabama, Tennessee, the Carolinas, Dakotas, Kentucky, Georgia, Florida, they will just Texas especially will completely disregard people's rights, human rights, the kinds of things that were won over in the 50s and the 60s and the 70s and the 80s. Man, they will throw it all out the door. Now, that is the ugly side of localized government. That's the ugly side of states' rights. That's the ugly side of, but hear me out. It's the ugly side of communal living, municipal life, right? But it's just like everything else, isn't it, guys? It sucks, I know. But there's a good side and there's a bad side to everything, right? Well, we get the fucking government out of our lives. We get the goddamn federal government out of our lives. That's huge. They stopped taking our money and spending it on foreign wars. That's huge. If we don't start becoming more loving of our neighbors and reaching out to each other, we won't survive, man. We won't survive for a prolonged period of time. We're going to go out real quick. We can last longer. We could. But we would need to understand communal living, gardening, local governments as opposed to federal control. Look, I've always hated this shit. But now that I'm off grid and I'm already seeing a collapse of society. And I definitely have seen a collapse of government and policy. Look, they're not, I've got plenty of examples. They're not prosecuting anybody anymore. Fauci's literally lying before Congress. And nobody's doing anything about it. Everyone's reporting on it. Hey man, Fauci lied, Fauci lied, Fauci lied, Fauci lied, Fauci lied. Yeah, we know. Why don't you prosecute him? Because it's a corrupt government now. They don't do what they're supposed to do anymore. Nancy Pelosi is a 200 millionaire. Mitch McConnell has, ungodly amounts of money. This guy who wants, social media to be called out for the industrialization of our social lives. He's the wealthiest motherfucking senator in the goddamn entire government. He's the richest one. They're all fucking hypocrites. It's all collapsed already. Some of y'all just don't notice it yet. And let me point something out here. As I speak the truest words of this podcast at the very last minute of it, more than 3 times my fucking audience have walked out on me. And I just want to say, I'll be on Twitter, guys. Come to the call from who? Stupid fucking phone. Hello. 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 Lucky for you, I still got some coffee left. But anyway, my point is this. I'll be on Twitter Spaces. If you guys want to continue this conversation more than an hour, come on over to Twitter Spaces, all right? I don't even know if I'll be live again today. So, I'm so disappointed in the fact that there's only 8 people here right now. Can I get 8 number 1s in my chat? How many people can type number 1 time in my chat right now? Can I get 8 number 1s in my chat? We didn't even make it all the way through the video, man. Oh, yeah, we did. That's the end. That was the end. My bad. Zeno, thank you. Richard, thank you for trying. That was close. Margie, thank you. Hey, Richard, check this out, man. Twitter's an app that you can download. Just use your email address and come up with a password. Then I'll see you on there, okay? I'm at Nays Garden. It'll just take you a second. Just download it to your phone or go to twitter.com. All right, Richard Sunday Jr.? I'll see you over there. Is that cool? Just download the app right now. It'll take you fucking 3 seconds. It's called Twitter. All you need is an email address. Cool. That was easy. All right. I've only got 8 people watching my show, guys. Love y'all. I'll see you on Twitter Spaces. And when you see it says Nays Garden is speaking, click on it and come on in the space. All right? You'll be able to talk. All right. If they allow you to. Unless I start my own space, which I don't think I've done it yet. I don't think I started one. Did I? I can't remember. Yeah, I think I tried, but it was weird.